Now, compared to the mainland's IPO surging market there, Hong Kong's retail sales have stalled and dropped the most in 5 years. Luxury sales have hurt the most, but they've also said that Beijing's anti-corruption campaign, which is to thank for the drop. Cathy explains.
Mainland visitors used to come here in droves, packing these jewelry shops to fever pitch and ringing the tills with thick wads of Chinese renminbi. Now, all that has changed. Mainland tourists who used to splurge on jewelry and watches are now spending a lot less on these luxuries. Here in this jewelry store in Wan Chai, Mr. Ngai told us late last April that turnover from mainland customers dropped 20 to 30% as they bought a lot less over the Easter holidays. Mainland clients account for 30 to 40% of his business. Today, turnover has slipped even further, laments Mr. Ngai.
Our turnover dropped a little bit more since April. For mainland customers, obviously there's a lot less of them visiting the shop now. I can say from January through June this year, we lost 30 to 40% from potential customers from the mainland.
Hong Kong's retail sales in April dropped the sharpest in 5 years, the third month in a row. The biggest decline was for big-ticket items such as jewelry and watches, with sales plunging almost 40% in April. Shops that have relied mainly on visitors from the mainland for their sales over the past few years are struggling now, with some of them losing about 50% of their business since April, as mainland spending in the city for such luxuries continues to shrink.
The fall in sales of jewelry and watches reflects a change in mainland tourists' shopping habits, says Claire Loy of market researcher Ipsos.
Also the slowdown on the number of visitors coming to Hong Kong, as well as the very fact that visitors are no longer too keen to spend on luxury items, are all contributing factors to the drop in retail sales.
While the record drop in retail sales comes as the number of mainland visitors continues to slow, some economists blame the trend on the anti-corruption drive Beijing launched in 2012 to curb government spending on luxury gifts. If the retail sales decline persists, warns the city government, it could affect Hong Kong's economy and development. Unlike his rivals in Causeway Bay, majority of Mr. Ngai's clients are still Hong Kong locals, whom he says are still spending on jewelry. And it's helping this 40-year-old shop in Wan Chai tide itself over in this latest downturn. Cathy, cctv, Hong Kong.